Unplayed.
Side quest unplayed.
Hello, everyone. This is George and Zach. This is Side Quest Unplayed, where
Side
we
quest.
talk about just game news stuff. Anthony had to go because of personal matters, but we're just staying to talk about the weekly gaming news, and also, so we want to talk about the Amazon recently just claiming that they're going to be laying off 30,000 people. That's a lot. So I'm just going to read a piece from Reuters written by Greg Bensinger. Amazon is planning to cut as many as 30,000 corporate jobs beginning on Tuesday. This was an article that was issued on October 27th. As the company pares expenses and compensates for overhiring during the peak demand of the pandemic, according to three people familiar with the matter. The figure represents a small percentage of Amazon's 1.55 million total employees, but nearly 10% of its roughly 350,000 corporate employees. This would mark Amazon's largest job cut since late 2022, when it started to eliminate around 27,000 positions. Wow.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now too.
Yeah. So, I mean, Amazon isn't just. Amazon owns Twitch, and they do have their own, Amazon gaming department too, which is which probably a lot of them will be affected too, I believe. I
Yeah,
assume.
I heard a lot of them will be a big chunk of it is going to be Twitch layoffs, but there's been speculation by people who are very well known and very well versed in the gaming industry, this on the streamer side, right? What they like streamer managers, very intelligent people, and they've been saying that this would be a thing from Amazon for a while. That Amazon would slowly start to gut Twitch after a while, because Amazon, from what I understand, bought Twitch for AWS, which is their streaming service. And at one time, and I don't know if they're doing anymore, they were offering people to just buy the same technology that was running Twitch at one time that they bought from Twitch. And so that's like was their biggest part of that acquisition. Twitch was kind of one of those things. And I know that there was one time when they asked, who is it? Who's that bald guy that runs Amazon? They asked him about it, and he said, "What's Twitch?" He didn't even know. He didn't even know what Twitch was. It was
Are you
like,
serious?
it was Twitch. It was like a couple years ago.
You mean
It was
Jeff
a big
Bezos?
article. Yeah, it was a big article because he was like, "I don't even know what Twitch is."
Oh my
That's
God.
just how much he didn't know that he had bought a whole nother company, which disheartened a lot of people who grew up on Twitch and loved Twitch. That's where a lot of people found games and fell in love with them and streamers, and it's been a source of income for quite a minute, handful of people. But it's one of those things, and I'm reading some of the reasons why they're doing it is because they're just trying to boost their profit margin to 2.1 billion to 3.6 billion annually.
Wow, that's surprising. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, I'm looking right now. So
No.
plans to eliminate approximately 14,000. Oh, you're joking.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
heard
of
these
course, yeah.
Twitch shows.
Microsoft literally just said they want 30% profit margin. So they're going to be restructuring a lot of the people in the gaming, like Xbox gaming and all that too. So,
Yeah, it's the same thing here. Yeah, so and it makes you think, because I know you and me, and I know Anthony probably as well, but we spend a lot of time. I spend a lot of time on Indeed and whatnot, and you see a lot of developers talking about massive layoffs and how it affects them, because it's
wow.
one of those things where it's like, what's going to happen after a while? Like, because I don't believe developing video games is what you would consider to be one of those skills you could just pick up. You know what I mean? Like, it's definitely got to be something you have to work at. It's a skill. It's like painting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that would be a hard pill to swallow, being someone work for this big company and you're developing a game or writing code for whatever, and they're just like, hey, we don't need you. Especially with the acquisition or the ability that AI now has to go in and look at your code and fix it if it's not right and all that stuff. And it makes me sad a little bit, like really.
Yeah, I mean, just, I don't know. It's just, it's pretty. I, why can't they be satisfied with whatever they have and then, continue Or they don't have to like lay off like 27,000 or 30,000 people all at once. Maybe they try to like slowly restructure. I don't know. I don't even have a solution for this. I mean, it's just
No, but and
corporate,
that's
like, you know.
and I think for a lot of people, and I'm a weirdo, I guess you could say when it comes to stuff. I'm not big, and I love I love what video games can do for people. I love the connection they have. I love the emotions
Mm,
and
mm,
everything. And it's just to me, when I know people need to make money, that people have to make money doing it. They can't feed their family, they can't pay their bills. You should be rewarded for good work, right? But in the other hand, I'm like, how much is too much? To the point where, like I don't know if they've laid anybody off, but it's just like one of the things I liked about. I know a lot of people have some bad things to say about Japan or Nintendo, but the fact that the Nintendo CEO took a pay cut so he didn't have to fire people, like made me want to play Nintendo more. Like because he
yeah.
was like, "Nah, we'll find a way," and that just makes me sad that that's not happening more in the West. Because you notice a lot of the West companies are the ones that are like, "Yeah, we need a bigger profit margin. Let's just."
So I think it could be like a cultural difference as well because in Korea, as it's very similar. It's not easy to fire someone from a company. It's a very long and complicated process. You can't just tell them like through an email, say, "Hey, you're fired. You're let go. So pack your things and leave tomorrow or something." You can't do that in here in Korea because there's like strict laws and regulations that protects the workers. So it might
Yeah,
be like a cultural thing where getting laid off is very. So that's why companies these days would like to have contract workers because they can, after a certain amount of time, they can let go of
just
them
let him
easily.
go.
Yeah, because like they don't want like any permanent workers working for them because they have no idea what's going to happen in the future.
And that's a one thing too. I've seen a lot of countries do, like even China. They'll hire people from America to come over and they'll pay them good, give them somewhere to live, all that stuff. And then once their contract's done, if they don't need anymore, they're like, see you later.
Yeah. See you never.
See you never. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, but it's just I feel like that it can. I don't know. And then and we both know there's just so many indie studios. Like how many more indie studios can people make? It's getting to be a dog eat dog world. So if you get like a ton of indie studios, they're just gonna have like an explosion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and also there's gonna be just too much competition, which is gonna
Mhm.
be the same as like some games will make a lot of money while others don't even make like $100.
Yeah.
So that's just sad. And also I'll just read a little bit from Insider Gaming, written by Mike Straw. According to the Bloomberg report, written by Jason Schreier. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. It says the company will reduce the amount of work it does on big budget titles, particularly surrounding massively multiplayer online games or MMOs. And
That's
also
gonna take a lot of money.
that's gonna take a lot of money too, and also they're gonna be cutting a lot
Servers.
from Amazon Games and Twitch. So, like we were just saying, it's just a sad news. I don't know who will be affected and all. I don't know. My condolence and
I feel
feel
like
sorry.
I think what is their online cloud-based gaming that you can get? Was it Luna?
Yeah, Luna. Yes, Luna.
I can see that taking a huge hit because I don't think a lot of people play that. To be
Yeah,
honest
I
with
don't think so. I don't think either. They don't even have good like well-known. Not that many that I know of that like
you. Well,
well-known games. A lot of
you
people
can
play.
get. I mean, you can get like a lot of popular titles, but you're paying for it. But it's still cloud-based, so it's limited to by how fast that game can download on your thing. How long, and you would think Amazon out of anybody would have the ability to do that quickly. But I still had some stuttering
Right.
and some stuff that I play because you could play right now. I can go with my Netflix subscription. I can go play or my our Amazon Prime. I can go play some of the games free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Jackbox is in Luna.
ours
Jack.
is we have the subscription, which is a $5 a month subscription to play all the Jackboxes. But be honest with you, Jackboxes are so fun. You might as well just buy them out whenever they have sales.
But yeah,
It's a perfect party game,
yeah, but yeah, I think that's what
See
we
Mini
wanted to
Matt
cover.
doing a Jackbox night.
We
Just
should do
everybody.
it. We should do it. We should do it.
But no, it's just I mean I think we've covered so many places that have laid people off in video games now. It's the point now where it's just not even just like, oh, another one.
Yeah, and I mean,
Okay.
and also this Amazon's round, or I don't even want to say round, but like it's this time, like, this layoff is making Microsoft's 9,000 people layoff like small, comparatively small.
And not to even not even to get anything, but that's 30,000 people who probably were making at least 100K, 150K a year, not contributing to your overall economy
Yeah.
until they get another job.
They'll probably want to also replace a lot of them with like AIs and
And a lot
some
of AI.
technologies or whatever.
Yeah, because I love AI. I really do. There's so much you can do with it. I consider it to be more of a tool, though, than a replacement of a person.
Exactly.
But it cuts out. But I can see how. I mean, they have that whole program where they can just hire AI to do your whole office for you. Does your accounting, all kinds of stuff. You're like, bruh.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do when humans no longer need to have jobs?
Mm.
They're gonna be like, we'll pay you to stand there, or you're just gonna starve to death. Like AI is gonna take over. I'm not sure, but it's a sad day. It
Yes, it
just
is.
makes me. I think one thing that's kind of a cautionary tell is when big money gets into gaming. I think it ruins it.
I kind of think because that's why we when 2K was bought out by the Saudi Arabia fund, whatever. I think that also makes me worry because I mean, like right now they probably have a lot of money to spend on different projects because
Oh,
money
a ton
came
of
in.
money. Yeah,
But like at like what, like a couple years later or 3, 4, 5 years later, maybe when they start realizing that creating these content through the gaming is um,
a lot of
making them
work.
spend a lot of money and part, then they might start cutting and restructuring and maybe like sell the company again or something.
And then you'll lose a whole franchise you love playing.
Yeah,
You know,
and a lot of
like
people working
because
for it.
yeah, it's crazy because it's expensive now. It's
It
not
is
like when we were
expensive.
kids.
Yeah, it is
It's
expensive.
not like when you just pick the game up and everybody landlined in, because they have to also have servers and they have to have
Yeah,
all of this stuff.
yeah,
It's makes you wonder what the future holds, you know. Um, Gaming, I don't, and here's the thing though, it's a weird beast because gaming I don't think will ever go away. Not at this point, at least, unless somebody makes something that makes more money. Like you can't. I mean, look at what is it? It was Sweden, right? That had those all those games that are doing really good with minimal effort. You know what I mean? I'm sure that people are looking at that, and Sweden's making money from it.
yeah.
I think that's also one of the places you can send people to college for free to learn how to make video games. So I don't see it going away, but in the same sense, it's kind of like it's eating itself. You know, like so weird. It's a weird market. I would
Yeah.
hate to be. I would if I was a developer or an artist, and they're like, "Hey, come work for this AAA studio." I'm like, I'm good. I'm gonna stay over here with this weird ragtag bunch of guys because at least I don't have a job, and you know what I mean. I was like,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
But yeah, I think we'll see what happens. I mean, I hope they don't like lay off like 30,000 people all at once. It'll be a long period of,
Stagger it maybe.
yeah, maybe. But I
I don't
hope.
know.
I like Twitch, so
Twitch isn't bad.
yeah.
It's got its nuances, but it really was what kicked off the streaming.
Yes, it was. It
Yeah,
was.
before Twitch, I don't think there was really anything like Twitch, and it was Justin TV. It makes you wonder what it would have been like if they never sold it. Like if they would have just kept Twitch with the original people. You know what I mean?
You
And they
never know.
never
Like
sold it.
it's always that what if situation. So
Yeah, because I'm sure the minute they sold it, like woohoo, money! I don't have to maintain this anymore. They ran to the bank. But if they would have kept it, I wonder if it would still be healthy or healthier now. But we don't know what this effect will have. Maybe Twitch will just keep going and it'll be fine. And
yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. We just have to find it. Yeah.
They might just stick people in spots because I know for a lot of times too, there's a lot of people who don't even deal with AWS, all the main partnered streamers have managers. I'm sure they were just like, we don't need one manager for every guy. Let's just cut. Let's make one person manage all of them. Their hair's falling out, and they're like, like, you know what I mean? How businesses are like. I think you could take on 30 partners. He's like, what? You know. So we'll see, but I don't know. I don't know, George. Makes me sad. Louis Triste.
Yeah.
I mean, sad.
So
Very
yeah,
sad.
let's keep our eyes on what's gonna happen to Twitch and Amazon Games, and I don't. Yeah. So I think that's about it for
Very-
this one. But
I have one more question too. Wasn't Amazon was developing some games too, weren't they?
the Amazon
They had
Games, right?
Yeah, they were developing. They had a couple of developments, and I wonder if that's going to affect those. That develop.
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
Probably a lot. Yeah. So we'll look into it and see if we can kind of talk about it later.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching. We'll do one of these sessions whenever there's like big gaming news or whenever we feel like it.
Whenever we feel like you can't stop us.
Yeah, the side quest
Whenever.
Unplayed, and I will get like some other people coming in too as guests and stuff.
Yeah. We should get Cassie in here.
Yeah, I can ask her to come in for a session too. But yeah,
Yeah.
thank you guys for listening,
George,
and I will see you guys later.
maybe Anthony every once in a while when he's not running off. He's Mr. Popular, you know.
He is popular. Bye, everyone.
Bye, people. I'm going to poke myself in the eye.